Assalamu alaikum and good morning, beautiful people. This is my first time trying to vlog. It has been an idea in my mind for a while. However, I haven't had the time to actually try it out. And the further I think about it, the more it comes to mind that I don't know what vloggers talk about usually. So this is a test trying out to vlog. I hope that you guys like it and we come up with things to talk about throughout the way. I decided to make this video in English because for the people who actually know me, I have another account, another YouTube channel where I speak Arabic totally and solely on that content, which is the respectable kind of content when it comes to watches and anything watches related. And this is more of my personal space where I can create whatever I want to create on this channel. So I've been exploring the world of bike riding and motorbikes and whatnot. So this is the thing that I'm gonna take you throughout my journey today. I have a ride going to Samayan today. I'll have to drop off something there and then we can go and explore the area. So I'm gonna mount the camera on the bike and then we can talk about the other things and introduce myself to you more. Okay, now let's try to get geared up. Okay, I'll put this as the end thing to actually wear the gloves, because once I wear them, it's very hard to navigate anything. So I cannot use my phone properly, I cannot play with the camera properly. So yeah, let's get geared up. It's a beautiful winter day. It's Thursday actually. What I'm hoping for is that I will not find a lot of traffic on the road, because usually on Thursdays people go to the interstates, their own wilayats, if I might say. So it gets a bit busy. Okay, got my helmet on. Let's try to turn on the microphone because I'm gonna rely on this while talking to you guys. Let's see, this is the transmitter. This is the one I'm gonna be using to speak to you guys. Is it on? Yeah. So this one will be in the helmet itself. And I cut this somewhere here so I would not lose it. Oh, what is that? Okay, I have my wallet on. Let me put this on the other pocket. The good thing about bike sweaters is the fact that you have a lot of pockets, so you wouldn't have an issue. And since it's a bit cold, it's better to have a hoodie and the biker's jacket. Okay, let me try to make this a bit easier on myself. Okay, I thought that I brought my keys. Oh, okay. Here are the keys. Let me hop on the bike. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Both mics are working. Let me see my friend frame properly. Yeah, I think this is the proper framing. Let's try to get a better framing. Yes, this seems to be nice. Okay. Now the hard part is I need to connect the actual microphone to this. Okay. Microphone on. Okay. See, the good thing about Osmo Action 5 Pro, which is the camera I'm using, is the fact that it has a USB-C port. With that being said, it means a lot of other accessories that actually use USB-C should work properly. And the mic I'm using is the Rode Pro. Wait, I'm not sure of the name, but it's something Rode. So this mic itself would be the perfect mic for us to actually have a talk. I hope that it stays where it is and doesn't move around throughout the trip. Okay, let me clip it to, yeah, a bit dangerous, but I think it'll work out for now. I clipped it to my clutch lever, but I don't think it'll hold it anywhere, so it shouldn't be an issue. See, this is the thing, I always forget to put my phone on the mount. Wait, then I put the iPhone on the mount. Open up the door. Wait, here we go. Okay, this might be a bit tacky, but I'm not sure what people do on their vlogs, what they talk about, so that's why I'm walking you through everything that I'm doing. But I hope that this is fun for you guys, because what I usually see is a lot of YouTubers have really long videos. So I'm like wondering, because to be honest, I barely follow any kind of vloggers, so I'm not sure what do they talk about. Okay, with the traffic now, it seems like I have 1 hour and 16 minutes to reach to Samaril. Yeah, what I was saying is, I don't follow any YouTubers who are bloggers. The ones I follow are the ones who review either watches, maybe bikes. Yeah, here we go. Maybe bikes, watches, cameras. The cameras ones, they usually say that we are vlogging, but I barely see that happening. Okay. I need to stretch a little bit just to make sure that I'm gonna be comfortable throughout the way. It's gonna be 1 hour and something. Okay. The bike is kind of cold, but I think it's fine. It's a Honda eventually. Okay. I had to put the cover on even though it's a bit warm today, but I want to make sure that you guys are hearing me out. And here we go, finally. So what I was saying is, I'm not sure of what people talk about usually on vlogs, so I'm gonna start off by actually introducing myself properly. My name is Mazen Laremi, also known as Mazen Aremi Watches Club or Bu Majid. I've been a watches content creator and a watch reviewer for over 3 years now. It was one of my passions, basically, or one of my ambitions to actually do that. But let's backtrack a little bit further in history. Mazen Al-Aremi is actually a freelancer. I've been doing a lot of work with a lot of companies when it comes to freelancing. I was a freelance photographer and videographer back in the day, especially when I was in college, and it was good business. However, I had to dismiss all of that for the fact that it's pretty hard to work freelancing and study and do your other things, as well as staying connected to a lot of your clients, because this work needs a lot of connections. So if you dismiss your connections, in that case, you lose a lot of money. And that's what it was out to be for me, because I was not able to take it in a way that I'll be able to do all of that and still freelance. And since the market became a little bit broad, it became harder for smaller freelancers, or the oldies basically, to actually be able to have clients, because people are starting to learn how to do these kind of things. So you'll have to put yourself in a special place where you will provide something different than everyone else. And to a certain point, due to the busy stuff in my life, I was not able to put that on the table. And that's where I dismissed the whole matter until I became employed. Until I became employed, and with life itself, I got to like achieve my personal goals other than freelancing itself and making money. Got married, started to work in other things. I've been trying to explore different things basically. So with exploring all of that, just a bit, different. And after a while, I got to know that, okay, it's not really me getting to know things, but it was like wake up call that people are having all of those and I'm not doing any of those, which is kind of weird to me at least. Okay, let me try to fix up the camera. Okay, here we go. So I decided that with all of the experience that I have from my previous work as a freelancer, as a videographer and photographer, that I should actually use that knowledge for something else. Do something for me. Because I've been always a person who works behind the scenes. So might as well try to go in front of the scene because I've done voiceover work, I've done photography, I've done videography, I've done all of the above. But I haven't been in front of the camera. And that's where it just clicked that I should actually try this out. And I have. At the beginning, I was a bit hesitant because I don't know how should I use my facial expressions while I talk in front of the camera. That's why my first videos, when it came to watches, it was me talking voiceover and my hands doing all of the movements. However, after a while, a friend of mine told me that videos with human connection or a human touch bring a lot more to the table and more engagement. And that's where I took the decision to try out and come out in front of the camera. And I did that. And from that part, moving forward, I became who I am. Mazel Aremi, the watches person that speaks in front of the camera without any issues. So that itself killed the feeling of me not being able to come out in front of the camera. And here I am today. I got used to it. It's not a big thing. It's not hard for me to come out on the camera anymore. It's only the matter that what makes sense for my content. So yeah, I'm using all of my expertise that I learned throughout the years into making this content. And now, I've been riding for over 6 months, and I've brought this Osmo Action 5 Pro to do my moto work, my moto content creation. However, I haven't found a proper use case for it to be actually used as a vlogging camera. And this happens to be what I'm doing now. I want to try this out because my birthday is coming on the way, and I would love to buy a Insta360 or a Osmo 360 camera. However, I'm not able to find any kind of use case for that as well because those are not cheap cameras. They are pretty expensive. Just like this Osmo that I bought a while back. So trying to find a use case for those and testing out these kind of things to see how much would it work out for content. And yeah, I know I've been yapping a lot, but I don't know what people usually talk about in vlogs, so I'm just putting my mind up on the table. With that being said, I really want to buy a 360 camera, but I'm trying to find a use case for it of where it will work within my workflow of things that I'm doing in my content creation. But I don't know if it makes sense for me to get one because I already have this. So that's one part of it. Anyways. Let's look at it from a different perspective. That might be one more camera that can make my life easier.
but we'll see about that going forward. Today's ride, let's talk about that. Today's ride, we're going to Samail today, which is one of the states that is known for it to be historical, very green-like. A lot of uh, people from the same area were developing the area for it to be touristy. So I hope that I see that today. So we're going there now. And yeah, we're going to Samail. It's a 1 hour and 8 minutes drive now, or ride basically. So let's hope that we're safe. With that being said, I'll stop the camera until we reach halfway through and then come back to tell you more about the place itself. Because for me, it's gonna be the first time to actually try to delve deep into Samail, because I haven't done that before. It's like a place where people take as a station for them to drop off things or pass through, going to the Sharqiya region or going to Al Batna region, if I'm not mistaken, or the Dakhliya region. Those three. That's Samail usually for everyone. But I'll try to look around and see what we can find. We might find a couple of beautiful places where whoever is coming to Oman for tourism can actually take in mind and visit. So here it is. Okay, I think I should stop the video now. We'll talk to you guys later on once we reach the area itself.
Okay, while waiting for my order, I'm not sure what's wrong with the camera. It might be that the battery heated or there's an issue around it. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I am halfway through and just have my snack and then I'll continue the ride itself. I'm afraid that the connection of the microphone that I had on the camera itself made a difference. It might be that the microphone itself made the camera go off. I hope it's not the battery, because I haven't, like, I did not use this camera intensively. It's been like 4 months. It's the Action 5 Pro actually. It's been 5 months since I had it, and it does not make sense for me to have it this way, where it goes off right away on the road. But let's see how it goes. I'll try to not connect the microphone to it going all the way through. It's only when I stop, I'll just stop the camera, because the microphone itself that the camera has is pretty good. It's only that when I ride, I want to speak to you guys. But since we already covered that whole riding thing while riding and talking, I'll just, whenever I stop around, I'll just have a couple of shots here and there. Anyways, it's not actually a snack, it's a full breakfast. It's up here, let me have it and then we'll talk to you in a bit. Here we are back on track. Let me just mount the camera, because I think the camera has a certain extent where it will not be able to take more than usual. So we'll get geared up. I'll start moving to our destination. I am 32 minutes away. We just had a proper breakfast. It was supposed to be a snack, however, I felt like the offering they have is quite nice. So why not have breakfast? And a Smith lunch. Depending on how rough it'll be on the road, because winter time is quite windy here. There's a problem for day-to-day common riders and makes you worth a little bit more, or you burn more calories. Continue with the road. I'll turn off the camera because I'm afraid that it might heat. So we'll see you in the next stop.